Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video I'm going to follow up last week's feta egg roll video with 3 more types of egg rolls in the air fryer. Very often as I complete a recipe video, the wheels start churning in my brain and I start coming up with more ideas. And certainly that was the case after last week's low-carb feta egg roll video. So in this video I'm going to try out 3 more varieties. Instead of feta, I'm going to be using ricotta in a couple of these. One mixed with blueberries to see how that compares with the feta and blueberry recipe from last week. For the other sweet one, I'm going to use ricotta and protein powder, actually Keto Chow, pecan sticky bun, to see if I can make sort of a cheesecake roll-up of sorts. I will also be doing sort of a savory pizza roll egg roll thing. So with that, let's get to making them. For the filling, I am using 1/4 cup of full-fat ricotta. That's about 55 grams. To this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Keto Chow as my protein powder. That is 7 grams. Then I'll mix this together until well combined and essentially looking like frosting. Now, in order to get this to hold its shape and stand up to the air fryer process, I'm going to need to mold it into a cylinder. So I'm going to scoop the ricotta out onto a piece of plastic wrap, and then kind of just gently fold over the edges, patting it together, rolling it up, kind of making a nice little cylinder here. Once that's done, I'm going to pop this into the freezer for at least an hour, overnight if you want. To assemble our egg roll, I'm going to start by whisking up an egg here, so I have some egg wash / sealant. And here is my frozen ricotta and Keto Chow. Place it onto the low-carb tortilla or wrap of your choice, and then brush the egg wash on. I usually go kind of all around the top portion initially, and then I get the edges, which I will then fold over, press those in to get a nice seal, and then add the last little bit of egg wash here along the edges and top, and roll this up nice and tight. There we go, 1 down. I'm not going to show the process for the blueberry and ricotta egg roll because it's really kind of redundant to that previous one. Once again, it was 1/4 cup or 55 grams of ricotta. For the blueberries, I used fresh blueberries, and I used 15 grams or roughly 2 tablespoons unpacked. Again, I mixed them together, kind of smushed the blueberries a little bit, and I did the same roll up and freeze process that I did with the Keto Chow and ricotta. I just didn't want anyone to get confused when they saw 3 egg rolls in the fryer basket. So now, let's do the pizza roll. For the pizza roll, I'm going to start with some Rao's marinara. It's one of the lower carb sauces out there. I'm using 1 tablespoon, or about 15 mil. Then I have 1 mozzarella or string cheese stick, 1 slice of provolone, and 2 slices of sandwich pepperoni. I'm going to give this an initial roll, then place it onto my tortilla, and roll that up. Same process as before. You might want to go a little bit gentle initially so you don't squeeze out too much of that marinara sauce. But other than that, the process is the same. Get a little roll, fold in the edges, egg it all up, and roll it tight. I will place this into the air fryer along with my 2 sweet egg rolls. The one in the far end is the Keto Chow one. The one at the near end is the blueberry one. And then I'm going to brush each of these with a little bit more of that egg wash. And now that they're looking good, I pop them into the air fryer, where I'm going to cook them on air fry 380 degrees, or roughly 195 Celsius, for 8 to 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. You can see that the Keto Chow one split open a little bit, and I had a little bit of a cheese squirt out from the pizza roll one. The blueberry and ricotta, though, that's fully intact. I'll plate a couple of these up for the thumbnail snapshot, and then we'll give them a taste test. All right, we're going to start off with the pizza roll here. That is pretty awesome. I think it would be better with the Rao's arrabbiata sauce on it because that's got a little bit more spice to it. But Yeah, this scratches my itch for pizza right here. Next up, we have the version with the Keto Chow. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, steaming quite a bit here still. Wow. I bet this, if I refrigerated this and then had it later, this is really, really good. And then we've got the ricotta with blueberries. Also still kind of steaming here. I think for this, it could definitely use some more sweetener. For the version I did with the feta, the sweetness of the blueberries really kind of played off the salty of the feta really nice. This, though, I think definitely needs some more sugar. It needs maybe even a little bit of lemon zest in there, something to give it a bit more tang and a bit more sweet. So the Keto Chow cheesecake roll has had a chance to cool. I'm going to see what it tastes like now. That is pretty darn tasty. And the texture of it has gotten a lot more creamy than just the warm ricotta. Wow, this is pretty solid. I think I'm going to be experimenting with some other flavors of Keto Chow and protein powder to see what kind of treats I can come up with. Now, depending on the brand of tortilla or wrap that you use to make these, the macronutrients are going to vary. I'm going to give you sort of a rough shot of it down in the description below, at least for the fillings, and then you can kind of determine it based on whatever wrap or tortilla you use. But that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please click that like button. If you're not a subscriber already, tap that subscribe button, then hit the bell to turn on all notifications. I'm probably going to take a break from doing egg roll videos for a while. I think 2 in a row is enough, but I could see some more at some point in the future. If you've come up with any great flavor combinations using this method, please let me know down in the comments below. And thanks for watching.